TVs.
Watch us find some long-lost relatives on the next Sally.
Good thing your dad found me when he did. I don't think this house is going to make it through the winter. One good snowfall, and your kids are going to be sledding upstairs.
Can you fix it?
Yes, I can fix it. I've got to give you a new roof.
Oh, man.
All right, what else? Downstairs, you're going to need a new sump pump. And I hate to ask this question, but did you have this house inspected when you bought it?
I didn't buy it. It was given to me.
Okay, that's a problem. You've probably got termites downstairs. There's some damage.
Termites?
Yeah, termites. And as bad as it is downstairs, it's not half as bad as it is on the second story. Now, look, Stephen's room is going to need a complete reworking on the walls. I'm going to have to replaster the walls complete. You don't want drywall, trust me. What did I say?
Okay, so we're assuming that the stalker killed Blair because he wanted her to stop blackmailing him, right?
We know all about the whys. What we don't know is the who.
You know, there is somebody who knew Blair would have killed her without batting an eye.
Who?
Carl Hutchins.
Ladies and gentlemen, the newlyweds. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my soul, and won thy love by doing thee injuries. But I will lead thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling. The night belongs to our adored Maggie and the boy she has chosen, to the future, to the life they build together. And may the bonds of marriage last forever. Mr. and Mrs. Nick Terry.
Maggie and Nick.
Here. Maggie, no! No alcohol, Maggie.
Why?
Your rest. I'll stay if you want me to.
No. It's okay, Matt. You can go.
You sure?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
You know, you don't have to be alone.
Do I have a choice?
Hey! How's my bambina tonight? What's wrong? Something happened?
No, not to me. To Nick and Maggie. They're getting married tonight.
Yeah, Mom and Carl are hosting the wedding. You know, they're trying to do the right thing, whatever that is.
I'll tell you what it is. It's my foot connected with Nick Terry's face.
Joey.
Sorry, I'm making this harder on you, but... You okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, I'm the one who told Nick what to do. I mean, he ought to marry Maggie. It's the right thing to do, and she's carrying his baby, and he's got to be responsible.
You're not defending him, are you?
Nick's giving his child his name, and I don't want to talk about it anymore, okay? I don't want to hear about it.
Hey, how about we swear right now we never mention the bum's name again, okay? So, Matt, you've been really a great friend to my sister.
Yeah, Sophia makes it easy.
You know, actually, most of the customers keep coming in the restaurant just because they want to see my little bambina.
Cut it out. You're embarrassing me.
You know what? You know what? Since Pop's out of town, that puts me in charge of family functions and events and that type of thing, and that includes birthdays. And if I recall, somebody in this room is turning 21 very soon. That's not me. Not you?
No big deal.
It is a big deal. Matt, since the family never got to thank you properly with Sophia being sick, Thank you for saving her life.
Listen, I was glad to help.
Well, I was thinking, we wouldn't even be celebrating her birthday if you hadn't done what you did that night. So how would you like to be the guest of honor at Sophia's party?
Oh, it's up to Sophia.
Bambina? You want Matt to be at your party, right?
Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. I was so excited.
Of course you are.
What's this, Raphael? Giving champagne, alcohol to a pregnant woman?
I don't know what I was thinking. I'll get you some ginger ale.
There's just so many things to remember when you're pregnant.
Yes, well, my doctor gave me a whole laundry list of things I couldn't do when I was carrying Dante. But I didn't mind.
No, and look at that baby now.
Yes. I tell you, Joe missed him so much when we were in Italy.
We don't ever want to be away from our baby, do we, Nick?
Yeah.
So, where will you two be living now?
I don't think Nick and Maggie have really decided where they're going to live until the baby's born.
Yeah, it's all pretty much up in the air.
Well, what my husband means is that, you know, things came up so suddenly, this wedding, that we didn't have time to find a place yet.
Well, you could always stay here. I'll give you a suite on the 3rd floor.
Oh, but Matt's living here, too.
He's all the way in the East Wing. You'd only see him for breakfast, maybe.
Thanks, Rachel, but we don't want to crash with family. We want to be on our own. A place of our own, nothing too expensive. You know, we're just where there's plenty of sun and a lot of shopping. And
Oh, that's our Maggie.
and we don't want to be too far from our friends Dewey and Nick Darling.
Excuse us 1 second. I need to speak with my wife.
You can't be dragging
word
me
I said
around.
before.
It's bad for the baby.
I'm doing everything for the baby. I married you, didn't I?
Don't say it like it's a jail sentence.
Maggie, jail would be like Mardi Gras compared to what's going on in there. Look, I said I would be responsible, and I am going to keep my word. But all this Nick Darling stuff and hold my hand, Nick, that stops right now. And I'm not getting an apartment with you. No way. Oh, what's wrong? What did I do?
You said my son's name, Stephen.
Yeah.
I don't recall telling you his name.
Your dad must have mentioned it to me.
Uh-huh. Are you always that observant?
It's part of the job, ma'am. It's part of the job. Look, some people, you know, you walk into a house, some people know exactly what they want. They want this kind of paint. They want a bigger bathtub. See, sometimes they don't know everything that they want. All right, like you, I bet anything. Yeah, I bet you'd want a window to watch the sun come up in the morning.
Well, in my old house, I did have a sunroom, and I spent a lot of time in there.
See, there you go. See, you work with somebody, you get to know them a little bit if you're doing your job right.
So, about my house.
About your house. Basically, it's going to fall down around your ears unless I start working on it right now.
That's great. Are you going to hold it up with your bare hands?
Pardon me?
My friend Jake, he told me that this place was going to fall down right around me. He said it was going to be a real money pit.
Well, it ain't going to come cheap. There's the estimate.
That is ridiculous. That
Miss
is
Hudson,
way too expensive.
if I don't start working on this house right now, in 1 year, you will not be living in this dream house. You will have your stuff in storage, and you'll be living with your dad.
In a year?
In a year, yeah. Look, it's going to take me that long to work on this. You were planning on living in the house while I was doing the work, weren't you?
Well, yeah, I was planning to,
Well,
but...
it's going to take me that long to do it if I got to work around you and your family.
Are you planning on doing all this work yourself?
Yes, ma'am. I might job out some of it occasionally, but mostly it'll be me.
Okay. Thanks a lot for writing up the estimate, and I'll get back to you.
Okay. Can I be honest with you? I'm in debt up to my ears, and it's not because of gambling or anything like that. It's just I got a lot of bills, and for me to get out from under, I've got to work pretty much around the clock, so... That's rock bottom. That's as low as I can go. I swear, that's as low as I can go.
I don't know. Jake's gonna call me the biggest sucker in the universe. My mother doesn't even think I should be living in this house. You're hired.
Yeah? Oh! All right. Oh, that's great. Thank you. You will not regret it, I promise.
I'm sure I won't. When do you want to start?
First thing tomorrow morning, if that's okay.
Perfect.
Good deal. Thank you. Can I ask you another silly question?
Yes.
Ever since I came in here, I've been smelling something real sweet, and, well, that's nice too, but I don't think it's that. What's in the box?
Oh, that. That's a cake, Death by Chocolate. I just had the bakery delivered. I'm taking it to a bridal shower.
Oh, wow. Well, that smells like heaven.
Yeah.
Maybe they should make that into a perfume.
Baby, I think you're onto something.
Yeah.
I gotta get going or I'm gonna be late.
Well, here, let me carry that out to your car for
Oh,
you.
thanks. Thanks a lot. I'll get the door.
Thank you.
Oh, wait, I'll tell you what. If there's any of this cake left over, I'll bring it home and you can have some Death by Chocolate with your coffee tomorrow morning.
Chocolate cake for breakfast. Oh, hell, I'm gonna love this job.
Let me get the door.
There you go.
No, Hutchins does not fit the profile. Besides, he's got too many people in his family he has to answer to.
So you're saying we're looking for a loner?
Yeah, we're looking for somebody who doesn't have to explain why he's late for dinner.
Carl could have hired a hitman.
If we were in Chicago, maybe. He'd never do it here. He's too smart. Look, we go with a blackmail letter. We try to figure out what Remember Margaret Banning means.
Margaret Banning, how are we going to figure out who Margaret Banning is?
Why don't you leave that to me?
Well, you're going to go look for it without me?
Yeah. I'll chase after it. You got a wedding shower you got to go to.
Why do I have to go to a stupid party tonight?
Because isn't this the time where they give you all the sexy lingerie and they put the
Yeah.
garter belt on you?
Yeah, so?
So you got to do that so you can bring it home and try it on for me.
Well, that sounds great. But I'd really rather solve this case.
Listen, Jay, this is a time for you to kick back and be a bride, okay? Unless you plan on getting married again someday.
No.
Good.
You're going to be the only husband I ever have.
Good, then this is going to be your one and only bridal shower. And you got to go. You're going to let down Frankie and your mom, and they love you. Not as much as I do, but I love you.
You drive a hard bargain, you know that? Okay, so I say we table the investigation until tomorrow.
Why? I'm free. Nobody's giving me edible underwear.
Well, this isn't fair. Why isn't your bachelor party tonight?
That's just the way it goes, okay? I'll see you.
Where are you going? Where are you going?
I'll tell you later.
Come on.
Give me a kiss. Have fun.
I am not your bambina anymore. I'm going to be 21. I can handle my life. Now, about my birthday.
Sophia.
If you're going to throw a party for me, one thing's for sure. If you don't invite Matt, then I'll never speak to you again.
Okay, then it's settled. You're invited to the party, Matt.
I wouldn't miss it.
Good. Now, I've got to go check on Dante. I know Rachel was supposed to be taking care of him, but your plans may have changed.
Well, when I
Thanks.
left, Dante was sleeping, and Paulina was there.
Okay, well, that's good. I'll see you later.
I was leaving a half an hour ago.
No, Matt,
so-
wait. Can you just wait another minute? I just have to explain something to you.
I hear your
Hey.
sister's better. Is she okay?
She's, doing better, I guess.
Good. Hey,
Yeah.
listen, now keep this under your sombrero, but Watson and I are about this close to solving the Stalker case.
Gary, you're a civilian. We went through this before, okay? You're not supposed to be working on this case. How many
Calm
times are you
down.
gonna
Captain Rulebook's looking the other way this time.
Get out.
No, seriously, the commissioner's got him pinned up against the wall. He basically said, go for it. He really wants to solve this case.
Well, I mean, you know how I feel about breaking regs, but if Captain's all for it, then I'd say, what the hell?
Me too.
Is that, my captain?
That would be your captain, yes, Lon.
Hey, Lauren. What's in the box?
Hey, gotta have some surprises left for your wedding night.
Look, I'm glad you came by because I need access to the hospital records, and you're the person to ask.
Oh, Gary, come on. You know I can't do that even
Please,
for friends.
it's one name, Margaret Banning.
Give him access.
Honey, I'm going to pick up Josie now.
You know, it's really sweet of you to do this for her.
You going to stick around here?
Yeah, in case Maggie needs me.
You know, you are a good father even when the DNA doesn't match. See you later.
Okay.
Love you.
You too.
Listen, this bridal shower tonight, you know what it means, don't you?
Yes, I do. Josie's getting married.
Aside from that, it means that we're getting ever closer to our honeymoon.
Ah, our second honeymoon.
No, I don't know about you, but I love you more than ever. Much, 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 much. I love your beautiful hair and the way it smells. I love the way you smell. I love this part of your throat right here.
Ooh, you were going to make me late.
I have a confession to make.
What?
When I fell in love with you, you know, after years of meaningless womanizing, you completely changed my life.
Are you getting sentimental on me, Counselor?
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a beautiful wedding.
Oh.
Seriously. I've needed you from the moment we looked into each other's eyes. And I just wanted you to know that. Always. Oh, wonderful. She's ridiculing me. I'm being serious and romantic here. And what are you smiling for?
I'm smiling because you love me.
Desperately.
And you need me.
Desperately.
And as much as I know that, it is always very, very nice to you. Oh, boy. This is going to be one hell of a honeymoon, isn't it?
Let's start tonight. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Give Josie your presents. Get rid of those women as fast as you can.
Out of my house.
I can't wait to be alone with my wife.
Darling, don't you think you should go out there and find out what's going on?
What's going on is that Nick and Maggie are out there talking, that's all. Yes, it's kind of pointless anyway. I mean, the damage is already done, don't you think?
What I think is that nobody needs your cracks, Hutchins. That's what I think.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean, what would have helped would have been a timely talk about safe sex from the boy's father, wouldn't it? Well, maybe in the next lifetime, as Frankie likes to say.
Darling, would you please go out and see if you can help?
What you could do to help is just leave those two kids alone and let them have some peace.
You just promised to love, honor, and cherish me, Nick.
Hey, can I help it if that's what the wedding vows say?
Oh, so when you came to rescue me at the abortion clinic, that was all just an act?
You know, it must be me. But, you know, I'll try one more time. The only reason that ceremony took place was because of the baby. So you can knock off this happy couple stuff. Nobody's buying it.
Okay, fine. But if you want me to respect your feelings, you have to respect mine. I love you, Nick. And I am so proud to be called Mrs. Nick Terry. So please, can you just not be mad at me on our wedding day?
Ah, the newlyweds.
Can you keep it low-key, Carl?
Low-key, but a wedding? That's a contradiction in terms, isn't it? I think I've solved a problem. Now, I should expect nothing less than cheers and merriment. Come on.
Cheers.
Merriment.
How the union of two young people is a cause to rejoice. Isn't it, Michael? No matter what the circumstance. On behalf of my beautiful wife and myself, we'd like to give you this. It's a key to an apartment at Bayview Court. You can live there as long as you wish. Nicholas, welcome to our family.
Oh, thank you, Carl.
Sorry that you had to see me like that.
What, getting angry? You're entitled.
Not just angry. I mean, I'm a Carlino. We get angry all the time. We fight all the time. But the way I just laid into Joe, that's not me.
Listen, you know, the last few days that you've had, I'd get angry myself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, well, still, I don't like to lose it, ever. And in front of you, I am completely embarrassed. I am so embarrassed. I hardly know you.
Oh, come on, that's not entirely true.
Well, see, that's what I mean. We had all this contact when I was unconscious and then delirious and now hysterical. And that's not Sophia Carlino. I mean, you can ask all my aunts, my uncles, my cousins,
How
everybody.
many are there?
How many what?
Aunts and uncles.
Hundreds. I mean, if you want to count all the ones in Calabria, millions. But, see, I'm famous for being the strong one. They say I get it from my mother, so... Matt, I just wanted you to know that I'm usually more put together. It's just that, right now, tonight, I'm...
Listen, I think you're terrific.
That's the third time you've checked your watch since I picked you up.
Sorry. Sorry, Frankie.
And you're drumming. What is with you? You're nervous about getting married or
No,
something?
marriage is the last thing on my mind right now, actually.
I beg your pardon, Miss Watts, but do we have a problem here? I'm driving you to a party being thrown in your honor. Your friends and family expect you to be thrilled. What, do we cancel?
No. It's just that I'm in the middle of a major breakthrough in a case right now. You know, I can't talk about it, but it's huge, Frankie. And instead of following up on it, I'm going to a party. I feel really stupid.
I was working on a case once. It wasn't nearly as important as the one I assume you're working on, but I was very involved, to say the least, and Charlie got a fever, and Cass was out of town, and just then I got a phone call to meet with the source. Couldn't go. Joe had to go for me. I had done all the legwork, and I couldn't even be there for the payoff. I was so upset.
Oh,
you know, but then Charlie's fever broke, and I brought her to bed with me, and she snuggled up under my arm there, and when her breathing started to relax, I thought to myself, you know, can't be there for every payoff. But this payoff right here, in my arm, that's worth everything. And that's what you've got going with Gary, so don't you forget that.
I won't.
And, you know, besides which, your mother has put a lot of work in on this party. She loves you. She's very proud of you. Do you think that maybe you can take your badge off for 3 hours and let the people who love you throw you a party?
Okay. I
Thank
think
you.
I can handle that.
Good.
Thanks, Frankie. Thank you. You know what? I think tonight is going to be one of those nights that I'm going to always remember.
There. I'm trying to find things that Nick will like.
Oh, I'm sure he'll love you in whatever you wear.
I hope so. Sometimes I feel like he just doesn't see me.
Honey, he would have to be blind not to see you. You're radiant. Absolutely beautiful. What a lovely necklace. I love that.
Thank you. That is such a dad thing to say.
Oh, you know, Frankie told me that we shouldn't let a little thing like DNA come between us.
Frankie said that? Really?
Really. She cares about you.
I'm going to call her tomorrow. Maybe she'll give me some baby advice.
She would love nothing more. People create their own families these days, right?
Right. And I've sent a telegram to Blaine and Sandy.
Yeah, they'll probably send a fax back. Dear Maggie, why couldn't you control yourself? I couldn't. I'm so in love with him. Is he waiting for me downstairs?
He left with Michael.
He left me here?
Well, he went to the farm to get a few things, and he's going to come back for you. Michael's loaning you a car.
Oh, okay, but how did he look? Was he upset?
Oh, darling, if you're still so worried about how he feels about you, this was the wrong step, and we can remedy it.
To be honest, he didn't look too overjoyed during the ceremony.
He was nervous.
What about afterwards?
Okay, he's not in love with me yet, but he will be. He won't be able to resist me.
Oh, who could resist you? All we want is for you to feel loved and be happy.
I have Nick, and that's all I need.
Well, I hope you'll need me to, you know, just...
Are you kidding?
I'm going to be downstairs.
Okay. Oh. I'm going to bring Nick over next week.
Says who?
Says me. For dinner. And he's going to play with Charlie, and we're going to have a blast. You know, he's going to be a great father. wasn't lying. He'll be a great father. Someday. To making dreams come true.
I thought alcohol was bad for a pregnant lady.
For your monthly car payments, shop Blossom Chevrolet.
What are you doing in here, Raphael?
Oh, Pauline almost had a heart attack out there when she saw you getting ready to down that drink.
Yeah, well, Pauline is of an older generation. What can I tell you? One little sip of champagne is not going to hurt the baby. That is common sense, Raphael, something you obviously don't have a lot of.
And was it common sense that made you pull me on the bed and kiss me in front of your mother that one time?
I just used you for a couple of minutes. Big deal. You didn't seem to mind.
Not at all. It was a great kiss. I think something special happens whenever me and you get together, Maggie. I think that's what you're afraid of the most.
In your dreams. I've got the man I want.
You're gonna miss me, Maggie.
Thank God I didn't sleep with you. Now take this. Stay out of my life.
You know, the way I see it, Nick's gonna need a buddy. So instead of maybe you never seeing me again, we'll probably be closer than we ever were before, Mrs. Terry.
Well, you missed Maggie's wedding. Under the circumstances, she needs all of our support. I mean, what good is a family if we don't pull together?
Family? The only reason why you're part of this family, or still a part of it, is because my mother doesn't know the truth about you. When she does, you will be out.
Matthew? You're so fixated on this that you abandoned Maggie in the process.
Maggie made a mistake. Nick doesn't love her.
He impregnated her. She wants him. Now, that's good enough for me.
It's not good enough for me. You think that's good for her? What she wants? Just give her what she wants. Does she even know what she wants?
I want to be married to my baby's father. What's so wrong about that?
You know what's wrong with
Look, I feel sorry for Sophia, I do. But it was her decision not to be friends with me anymore, not to see Nick again. And did you know that before she threw us out of her room, which hurt me a lot, not to mention what it did to Nick, she told him to marry me. It was actually her idea. So, if Sophia thinks it was the right thing to do, why can't you?
Here, here. Well said, lassie.
Maggie, I love you. I wish you well. But just realize that what you and Nick did is not only going to hurt Sophia, but it's going to hurt you.
I don't know. You know, on the one hand, getting Nick out of Sophia's life is a big load off my mind. You know, I knew he wasn't the right guy. On the other hand, I could break his neck for rushing into this marriage. It's like he's rubbing Sophia's nose in it.
That's not what Nick's doing, Joe.
But maybe he used you.
How was your work? I know what he did. But before you trash Nick totally, there's something you should know.
She's still sticking up for him.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that he's not an axe murderer, okay? He's done some good things in his life, and one of them saved your restaurants.
What are you talking about?
Guess you don't always tell the truth either, Joey. About how Carlino's had that $50,000 debt. What?
Hon, I was going to tell you about
Look,
this, okay?
I should have told you right when it happened. You know the anonymous person that came up with the 50 grand in back taxes so you could keep the restaurant?
Did this happen when I was in Italy?
What does all this have to do with Nick?
He paid the debt for you. You owe your restaurant to Nick Terry.
Okay, you guys, I am a bride, not a stripper. Sing, Ross. Wow, you enter at your own risk, Rachel. Is this an X-rated party? Apparently it is. Are very wild. Good thing none of the kids are here. Okay. Just wait till Gary gets a load of this stuff. Really? In about 9 months, right, Beers? That's what I hear.
Bear's an expert. She already has 3 kids.
Yeah, and a full-time job. I don't know how you do that, Mary.
Well, put one of these on, and the next thing you know...
She's got another baby. No, that is not what I had in mind. That's not what you're
Josie, open my present.
Oh, all right, you're next. Remember that one.
What is...
Ooh, I can't wait to try this on.
Yeah, well, getting it off should be even more fun.
Experience.
Well, I'm just engaged, but doesn't mean I'm not practicing for the big event.
Practically perfect, Gordon.
Rachel's next, here. Quickly.
Wait, mine isn't.
Half is sexy. Everybody else actually, it's a little boring.
No, it's not.
Right,
Yeah,
it's boring.
Oh.
What is it? Jeans.
Jeans. It's matching his and her apron.
Yeah. Wait a second. You're not supposed to wear anything on.
Yeah, now he's in the spirit.
Right, well, it's a good thing I'm getting married in a couple of weeks because I need time to plan when I'm going to wear all these things.
Oh, actually.
Well, at my shower, I about a lifetime supply of jungle food. That's what helps you cook eggs, right?
Yeah,
Mama, that looks great on you.
to create harmony in the home. I love them. Yeah, look at that.
Oh, thank you, Frankie. I love you. May I continue that hug for you?
Gary's
on the phone.
Okay. Oh, God. Can't stay away from this for 5 minutes.
Not for 5 minutes on an hour. Hi, I'll continue it. Oh, it kind of restores my faith and love, you know. What am I talking about? You and Cass have a real thing.
For which I thank the gods and goddesses every day. What's up?
Sorry to cut into your girl time.
Just tell me.
I'm at the hospital and I found something very important in a patient file.
I'm on my way.
Good, I'll wait. Thank you.
What are you doing? Are you honey, you're leaving?
Yeah.
Is everything all right?
Yeah, of course. Everything's fine. It's about work, so I can't really talk about it.
Honey, you know, you haven't even had cake yet.
Well, I'm a little too excited to eat. You know how I get. Can I borrow your car?
Yes, you can borrow my car. You
Oh,
can
good.
buy. I won't be needing it. I'm leaving for a week.
Right. That's right. Your trip to Colorado. That's so exciting. Whitewater rafting. Give Greg my love.
I will do.
You know what? I love the party, and the food was great. Thank you so much, and I love you.
And I love you.
Bye, Mama.
You be careful.
Wait, what's going on here? Thank you so much for the party. I promise I will use the crystal. Okay, I gotta go, though. Is it the case? Yeah. Okay.
We frame women have to stick together.
Hey, girl.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. I'll see you tonight. Mama, remember, back pedal.
Is Josie all right? Oh, right. She's just fine. She's fine. She's grateful. She had a wonderful time, and I'm going to save a piece of your delicious cake.
Oh, thanks. I didn't make it.
Oh, duh.
Well, I guess that's the end of the party. No, not necessarily. We can all still have fun. Of course we can.
I'm going to. I'm really going to eat it all.
You okay?
Yeah.
Listen, I was just thinking, this is for you.
Why?
It's a good luck charm. Lorna gave it to me.
Wow,
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Felicia found it in a fish.
What?
Believe that.
Hey, nobody told me that.
It's loaded with luck. She swore by it, and she gave it to me. And come on, would you ever think that I would be engaged? Well,
no.
hey, it helped me find my dream house. And anyway, I saw you standing over here, and I thought maybe you could use some good luck.
Oh, well, I have already had more good luck than most people have had in their lifetimes, but thank you. It's great.
You can always use a little more good luck. You all right?
Yeah, I just got a chill. You know, Cass would say, Frankie, it's the air conditioning, right? You know, oh, Cass and I are going on our second honeymoon.
Oh,
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Then you definitely could use a little good luck.
Great. That's beautiful.
There you go.
Thank you.
He didn't explain how he came up with the money, just that there's nothing illegal about it. So, Joe, no matter how much you hate Nick, at least you can be grateful to him for bailing you out.
Grateful? Grateful. All this time I thought it was some rich benefactor who just came to our rescue. Now that I know it's Nick, I gotta pay that punk back every one of those 50 G's. Every dollar, every nickel, every penny. If it takes the rest of my days on this earth, I refuse to owe a bum like Nick Terry.
Look, you're all set. Maybe I'll see you in the morning.
What do you mean, maybe? This is our apartment. We're married.
I got a job, remember?
But this is our honeymoon. Kind of. And I'm sure that Jake or Matt would let you take some days off.
Well, I gotta make some money. Kid's gonna need a lot of stuff.
But Rachel and Carl give us everything. Don't you know that? Wait. Okay, I'm being a jerk, aren't I? No, I think it's really cool that you want to save up for our family. Well, I do, and I know how hard tonight was for you. And it really means a lot to me that you went along with Carl giving us this place. And don't worry, it's only temporary. You know, until we find a place of our own together.
Maggie, what is wrong with you? How many times do I have to tell you? I don't love you. We did it for the baby.
Okay, I accept that. And I want you to be honest with me, really.
All right. At least that's a start. Look, why don't you and the baby get a good night's sleep, and I'll just fix up the couch for myself, okay?
You are so wrong, Nick. We were meant to be together. I know it. And I won't stop until you know it, too.
You know your brother flies off the handle. He'll calm down.
I'm not thinking about Joey.
What is it, sweetie?
Was it a nice wedding?
Oh, honey.
Was it... Did Maggie look beautiful? Was Nick happy?
Sophia, thinking about Nick isn't gonna make you better, okay?
I can't help it. Paulina, I can't help it. I feel like my life is over. I just need to know that Nick did the right thing by marrying Maggie. I just need to know that he's happy.
Yes. Nick looked very happy. He definitely did the right thing tonight.
Maggie, I smelled something burning. Maggie. Maggie, you okay?
Hi, husband.
I thought something was on fire.
I was waiting for you.
Gary.
Whoa.
Hey,
There
what's
you are.
up?
I'm sorry to take you away from your shower.
No, it's okay. What'd you find out?
Lorna gave me a crack at the hospital files. Turns out Margaret Banning was a patient right here at Bay City General.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm serious.
Gary, that is great. If this pans out, we may be really close to catching this creep.
I know.
You know what? You really have too much going on. You wouldn't mind if I borrowed this now.
You may have it for good luck.
I just loved it. I was just wear it for the day. Hey, can we store this here for Josie?
Hey, no problem. Listen, I want you and Gregory to have a great time on this
We're
trip.
going to have a great time. Yeah, I'm just going to worry about my daughter, but we're going to have a great time.
Hey, she's on a case.
Did
I
you
know
ever
what
think
that's
of doing
like.
the policewoman thing?
Yeah, too many rules to follow that way. Listen, Josie is fine. Relax.
Charlene, do you need a ride to the airport? I'd be happy to give you one.
Ooh, great.
Yeah, I would love it. You wouldn't mind?
No, of course not.
Well, fine. And Danny, I'm going to get my purse. That was really a great cake.
Yeah, well, death by chocolate is pretty accurate. I can feel my arteries clogging as we speak.
I don't know about you guys, but I like my junk food with salt on it. I'm just packing this up for my handyman. My house needs a little work.
Say, speaking of that, if you find that the little boys are underfoot or anything, I mean, you know, we would love to help them. Oh,
Thank you. I might take you up on that, but tonight's there with my mom. She better not be spoiling them.
Of course she's spoiling them. She's a grandmother. It's her prerogative.
Frankie, thanks. It was a great shower.
Oh, Charlene did all the work.
It was a team effort. You know how the frame woman can be.
Now, that's a business we can go into together.
What?
Partying.
Love it. In the meantime, I will miss you.
I miss you, too. Mm.
So,
Listen, I'm going with you guys because I have to pick Charlie up at the sitters. So, oh, God, all of a sudden, I just can't wait to hold her.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. All of a sudden, I can't wait to see Stephen in Kirkland. Okay, everybody.
See you later. Thanks again. It's a great party.
Get safely home,
Charlene,
Yes?
you and Gregory use those life vests, right? You come home safely to me. I love you.
All right, Another World fans, if you can't wait till next week to find out what's happening on your favorite soap, then call NBC Soap Phone right now. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.
New